All right, now I can see it. All right, cool. So, what's up, world? My name is Malcolm,
What's up, everybody? My name is Tristan,
and together we're bringing you Organically Awkward podcast. This is our first episode.
and we're just going to tell you about ourselves, kind of tell you about everything we want to kind of accomplish with this podcast and just our life goals and just goals in general with this podcast and everything.
Right, right. So, I guess we could get things started as far as how we met. We used to go to middle school together on Pinole. That's in the Bay Area, California. Um, Real diverse kind of area. Kind of met each other playing basketball, having different classes and shit together. Um, You see, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember we didn't like each other at first. Like, well, not that we didn't like each other, but just we wasn't like the
Yeah.
closest
Yeah,
friends.
we weren't super cool, but it was the basketball court that kind of brought us together and kind of
Right,
carried our
right,
friendship and
right,
everything.
right. And then we kind of lived by each other too. So I remember
Yeah,
like walking home a lot and just brainstorming and kicking
yeah,
kicking shit out and our
and,
personalities and whatnot.
yeah, and kind of the way we had those conversations, just those vibing conversations. That's kind of what we want to bring everybody. Kind of those conversations, funny, just everything in general, sports, anything you can think of, just bringing it to the road.
Right, right. Yeah, I think we both always kind of had like a unique kind of outlook on a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And like that was like really funny. I remember we used to be like kind of like class clowns, if you want to say that. That
Man,
was,
I'm still a clown. I may not be in a class, but I'll be a clown at work. I'm just a
yeah,
clown in general. That's what
yeah,
makes me me. That's what I mean. I like not I'm not like a clown dude, but I guess like a funny
right,
dude.
right, right. I could say the same. I could say the same. I think like my personality, I gravitate toward a lot of people. I guess so. I don't know. It's like kind of hard to describe,
Yeah.
but it's just how I've always kind of known myself.
Yeah, I would say though I do come off. Sometimes I come off serious, so people think I'm like kind of mean sometimes. But
Right,
I'm usually like clowning around. But sometimes I'm a little shy, so it just takes me a little bit to open up.
right, right. Yeah. So yeah, I guess let me see. When we first started this, I mean, I don't want to say like I came across the idea from a couple of friends back in like June during this pandemic. I've been seeing a lot of podcasts and stuff like that, and I really started getting into it a lot this year, listening to different kinds, and I don't know, just like me and my boy here, man, we just been like kind of not on some dead end job shit, but you know what I mean, like just like in life, kind of just been on some like want to take that
Yeah,
next step further, but like in our own control, not
yeah,
in another person's hands, and then not. I don't know, a podcast just happened
yeah,
to just pop up in my head, and I just, you know, been trying
yeah.
to get going for a minute now.
Yeah, rather than just kind of sitting still. Sometimes like a 9 to 5 grind can kind of take its toll on you. You just feel like you're kind of just sitting still, not really accomplishing everything. So seeing everybody doing podcasts, it's like having fun, bringing that fun back in a time period with this quarantine and COVID and everything,
Right,
where a lot of
right,
things aren't fun or you don't have a lot much to look forward to. You see
right,
everybody kind of opening up and starting something,
right,
something new. And I wanted to, I always wanted to start one, but just kind of now, kind of just open my eyes. Like it's a time period where it's like the world's kind of shut down, and it's like in my life, we'll almost be 30, so it's just like
right, right,
sometimes I feel down on myself. It's like what did I accomplish in life? Is my life just a 9 to 5? And this can kind of help me just get past a lot of things and kind of grow. And that's why I was kind of looking forward to a lot to it, just kind of vibing with my friends and kind of just growing and just trying to do something out of maybe my comfort zone that I kind of maybe I got too close to my comfort zone, and this can kind of get me out of that turtle shell or something.
hmm Yeah, I agree. I agree. I just kind of feel like too, at least for me, like I have like a journalistic background. When I went to college, and things didn't really go the way I really wanted to at that time. I went about school like a kind of wrong way. Uh, jumped in doing my major first, which was journalism. I was kicking ass in that, but I was so new in the school, like I was getting different college letters and to transfer and do all that, but I couldn't transfer because I didn't have no credits, because I was just like in school. Like I just
Yeah,
started school like my first semester, and I'm already getting offers from other schools. So it was like kind of hard to like, damn, I can't present that to somebody else. And then I don't know, I just kind of got thrown off a little bit. And then also too the competition wise, I kind of like got down on myself a little bit, and then just kind of just focused on just working doing these 9 to 5s. And
yeah,
I mean, it's been cool. I mean, taking care of these bills and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm tired of like working
yeah. Like
like for the
yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's nothing. I'm not knocking nobody for a 9 to 5 or anything.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
definitely.
it's just I feel like I let the 9 to 5 kind of consume me, and my life was a 9 to 5. Like all I can say is, if you ask me, who are you, Tristan? I'm a 9 to 5 worker. That's pretty much all I had. So it's like the goals I had, I don't think I accomplished them. So it's like you can't really say, like, when somebody asks you who are you, it's just like, who am I? Like I got to think about it now. Like
Right,
I just
right,
got wrapped up, and all my time was into that 9 to 5. Which I mean, of course, I'm gonna still do my job, do my grind the best way I can, that I always have been doing. But I just want to just grow in life, and kind of just do something different, do something unique, something cool, express
right,
myself more than I ever have,
right.
open up more than I ever have, and just have fun.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
saying me and you lost touch, but a lot of times life got in the way, and we didn't really talk to each other. There's other people that maybe we didn't really talk to each other, but it's just like life got in the way. But now I'm just trying to have fun, and just trying to just experience everything, live every day like it's my last, kind of thing. Like,
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly. And then on top of that, just to add to that, just having creative control of what we want to do in life and in our fun. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, I could see in that 9 to 5 life, where it's just like you're just working and like all you're doing is just going home and going to work and maybe occasionally hang out with like the homie or two, but it's like at the end of the day, like we don't really got like in this day and age, especially at our age, like niggas don't really got time to just be kicking it with people just to be kicking it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it's like we getting some money together or we're
yeah,
like, but I don't know, me and like we always had like deep conversations and stuff like that. So it's
yeah,
like to now like kind of like have the kind of opportunity to express that. I think this is like the like the moment to do that, and like what better way to do it in the form of a podcast, is just to get the shit going, That's all.
yeah,
So it's been pretty cool, I'm glad that things are working out. We finally got this first episode down this
yeah.
last few weeks.
Took us a couple weeks, 20 tries.
Man, a couple trial runs. We had man,
Body quit body equipment. We're not even using the equipment. We're just going with it now. It's just like,
man. But it's cool though,
yeah,
I think this is all part of the process,
yeah,
It's just but and this is a journey, what I mean?
yeah,
Like the listeners, y'all gonna be a part of this too, This is obviously rough, but it's gonna get
yeah,
better over time once we
yeah.
start learning more how to do this shit.
This is just a start, just the beginning. So we're definitely gonna adapt to this, figure this out a little bit better, and then you're gonna get the real organically awkward podcast, which is gonna be us organically from the roots. It's all us type of thing, and
Right, right,
I mean we're just growing with it. So it's not gonna be perfect right away, but
right.
I feel like it's gonna be one of the best.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. And I don't know. I guess like for those that are wondering like why I come up with the name Organically Awkward, it's really strange because from what I can remember, I think Tristan, you reached out to me maybe like a couple months ago, like remember like before the summer, I want to say, and like we chopped it up on the phone and like got like a deep conversation about like life shit and whatnot that was
yeah,
going on, and it was something that you said in that conversation. You said like you're an awkward dude or whatnot, like like we're awkward, like you said something like awkward, and then like something
yeah,
just like hit me. You know what? Like that could be I mean, and organic, I mean, I just kind of put that together as far as, this day and age, everything's so organic with like, these Whole Foods and Sprout shit like that, everyone trying
yeah,
this organic hype. So I'm like, man, I might as well put that with the awkward because I mean, I feel like both of us definitely like not awkward in a bad way, just maybe
Yeah,
socially awkward if you want to say that, because
yeah.
we just do shit that's like not everybody could really do,
And it's more of, I would say it's more of an awkward of, we're not like everybody else.
Exactly,
Where
exactly.
that in it's like, back in the day, and I don't want people to think like we're like, or I like listen to what people say, but it's just like a lot of people would say we're weird dudes, we're awkward
Yeah,
dudes, and so all we're doing is embracing that. We know we're weird, we know we're awkward because we're different. We're not the same as what you see in our area, the Bay Area. We're not like most Bay Area people. We're not like most people in general because we always just been true to us and true to how we are and what we're
mhm.
about.
Right, right.
So it's like, and then I'll admit, like, people used to call me awkward. They used to call me weird. They would say a bunch of other stuff. I can't even recall
Yeah,
so many things that people would say to me, just based off like my personality of how I was. It's like it would get me down, but then I don't know. At one point, I just kind of embraced it. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm like that because I'm different than what everyone's used to. I don't act like everybody else. I act different than what everybody how everyone acts, and that's, I don't know. I always kind of wanted to be different than everyone and not kind of fit in. I'd rather just be me
yeah,
and just kind of not go with the crowd type of thing.
exactly. Like niggas always been like the black sheep of the herd,
Yeah.
always been the black sheep. And that's probably like honestly, I think that's probably like what probably drew our friendship together because I knew you was different than a lot of other people,
Yeah.
and I felt like I stood out from a lot of different people because I wasn't like on everybody else's wave like that, you know. Even
Yeah.
though like what you say,
Yeah, and for me coming in, it was because we were at Pinot Middle. I was coming from a different area. Even though I lived in Pinot a couple years before that, I went to school in a different area. So when I came, I didn't know anyone. So I had kind of had my guard up for the first couple weeks, and I think that's why maybe me and you weren't really vibing at first, is because I didn't know what people were about. So I'm kind of trying to
right.
figure out everything. Like, where do I fit in with people? Should I be like a hooper? Should I like what am I gonna do here? Because I
Mhm.
was always like the hooper, the always good at basketball, always one of the best players at the school type of guy. So it's like I'm going into a whole new environment.
Right,
How do I come at it? Was how I was looking at it.
right.
Yeah. So
And I guess for me, I think at that time was like a being from Pinot like my whole life, like and then transitioning to middle school, it was like a eye opening experience because it was like it was way different than elementary school. Definitely, it was like especially our middle school, that shit was damn near like a
like college is
college.
that was completely different than or I'm sorry,
Yeah,
elementary school. I didn't know what was going on.
for real. I was like, yo, this is girls looking like the way they was looking, all that shit. Niggas smoking weed and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And cats getting knocked out and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this is crazy. Like,
I
and
just want to
me,
play. I just want to play basketball.
yeah, all I was trying to do was just hoop and like, just shoot the shit with people, just crack a couple of jokes, but
I was still watching Disney and cartoons at that
yeah,
time.
for real, same here. Same. I think
Man.
I saw wrestling toys and shit at that time. Like, man, I gotta grow up right now. But yeah, no, but yeah, that was like that little bit of that beginning stages, and I think that that's what like now as I'm like getting older, getting closer to 30, it's just like you kind of hit that on it earlier, just kind of embracing like who I am, now. Like before, I used to be kind of like ashamed of myself because I wasn't like everybody else. I wasn't
Yeah.
like getting the kind of attention that I like perceived that was like the type you should be getting. But now, like just getting older, like man, I don't even want that. You know what I mean? Like I don't even care, honestly. Like I'm gonna be me regardless, and
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. Like if you fit in, get in where you fit in, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah. And as we grow up, like certain shit don't even matter no more.
Exactly.
Like, I don't give a damn about clothes. I don't give a damn about what people think of me. Like, I don't give a damn about, like, just in general, just like all I want to do is just live life. That's all. Like, if I can get a little bit of money along the way, then that's all I can really, appreciate. Like, I just want to have fun, and just with so many things going on in the world, just with mental health and everything, it's just
Right. Right.
like so many people are feeling down, or especially in this moment with COVID and everything. It's just a different world. A lot of people are feeling down. It's like I don't want to feel like that, or it's like I do feel like that sometimes, but it's like I just want to just enjoy this life for what it is. Like I
Yeah,
don't want no problems with no one. I just want to just have fun, just smile, just be happy. Is all. That's all I'm looking for.
exactly.
And it's like to just appreciate things. Like I can appreciate that me and you, we never grew apart. 17 years strong. Like we've always been cool, even if we don't even talk to each other for a couple weeks
Right.
or however long. We never grew apart. Every time we're together around each other talking, we're always vibing. Because I can
Yeah.
say like there's so many people like I grew apart from. Like I'm not like I can be around them, and I'm just like this ain't it. Like
This
it ain't what it was. Like I can't do this. Like
ain't it.
it's just that's all I can like. It's just like it's not. It doesn't. It feels like it's not right, and I'm just like we grew apart. Like it's nothing against you. Hopefully you got nothing against me, but
We just
it
on two
ain't what
different.
it. Yeah, it's just two different worlds right now.
Right, right. No, I could agree. I could agree. Just like you, like one of the few people I could actually like say like you said, it's not like we miss a beat. If
Yeah,
I could not talk to you for 4 or 5 months, and I could text you and we talk about stuff that you know what I mean. Like it's
yeah,
just like normal. You know what I'm saying? But like
and
other
maybe
people,
maybe I can
we
say for the most part we always stayed who we were. Like yeah, we
yeah,
grew because we grew
yeah,
as men, but a lot of people change up and it's like you don't know who they are now or what kind of
exactly what they
where their
know is
heads at anymore. It's just like I
right,
don't even know this person. And
right,
so I
right.
know like we just always had that same mentality of just who we are and just being real and just being true to ourselves and together with us just growing as men, we always I mean we just stay close.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true, man. Like we never switched up on each other, you know.
Yeah.
But like I'm glad now that like I was saying before, just having this kind of space to kind of like showcase the type of like friendship we got, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, like how we get down, like as far as our comedy, like
Yeah.
you know, it's gonna be a ride. I
Yeah.
could guarantee that it's definitely gonna be a ride. Like this first episode, this is just a test run. We this is on the first take,
Yeah.
honestly, too. We
Yeah.
this ain't no fucking script to this
Yeah.
shit, none of that. Like we just going off the dome with this, just trying to present y'all a little piece of our
Yeah.
lives, and
Just figuring it out as we go. It's gonna get better once we because it's like we're just kind of figuring out how to adapt to COVID and just being just kind of just like a what is this like a video chat type of thing. But then it's like
right,
bigger goals of maybe one day maybe we can get like a studio. We got cameras. We got like a YouTube channel and all that good stuff. So it's just like this is just a test run. This is just
just to put it
starting
out there.
out. We're newborn babies in this, and then we're gonna grow, and it's gonna be something amazing.
Right, exactly, exactly. And watch, we coming strong too. We coming strong. We gonna be like on some Drake and Future of this shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Some super collab
yeah,
of the minds. Like I think it's gonna be like a beautiful ride with this. But yeah, speaking as far as like COVID, I mean, I just feel like that was kind of like a blessing in disguise because it kind of like showed people, not just only myself, but people in general, like who they really are and like how they're able to like what they're good at, what they're not good at, things they like, things they don't like, learn to love yourself and all that kind of
yeah.
stuff. And really
Or
like
or trying something, even though you may not be good at this. Hey, we may
exactly,
not be good at this, but if
exactly.
we can just grow from it and get better each time, then that's all we can ask for, and that would make me happy with it.
Right, yeah, nah, for real, for real.
Because
So,
I hate the sound of my voice. I hate recording stuff. I remember when I tried to be a rapper and I couldn't do it because I don't like the sound of my voice. So it's like
no,
I'm coming out of my comfort zone for this type of thing.
yeah,
I could have been
yeah,
a rapper. I could have been I could have been a Drake. I could have did it.
that shit. Emotional like that motherfucker. no, no, wasn't that what was that nigga John House who was doing that?
Yeah, yeah. And you got her trying to get me to do it. I was like,
My nigga
it
trying to
just
sing.
ain't, it just ain't happening. Just ain't happening today, guys.
Oh man.
It's
Yeah.
all good. But the good thing that came from it is you actually recorded. You actually did something that you actually love doing, and you got a couple songs out there.
Yeah, and still do. Y'all can check me out in the cross promotion on Spotify. Look up Time Palmer or Sunny Black. I'm featured on a couple of projects. Been working on those, but yeah, yeah, actually need to get in the booth. I need to get back in there and spit some more
You,
hot fire.
you got
Like,
to do some of the original songs for the podcast.
yeah. No, we gotta get that figured out.
I'll do some. I won't rap on. I might throw some little ad libs on there. Isn't that when like you
Yeah.
like yell in the background? Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I might throw a little couple of those on there.
We get the auto tune going. Start that crooning, that old school crooning. My nigga Elder Barge over here. The Barge.
Hey man, that's my cousin. I'm one of the nephews, one of the DeBarge nephews.
But yeah, man. But yeah, I don't know. Let me see what else we could hit on. I mean, if you want to end it here, we can.
Yeah, we can make a couple minutes longer. One thing I do want to say that we were kind of touching on, with COVID, like so many people are, starting podcasts, and I'm kind of checking some out, and I'm like, a couple people we went to school with, like I'm seeing that they got podcasts, and there's like a lot of people in general, and it's like I like seeing it. It makes me like happy, like that people like
Yeah,
that we went to school with, and people we know are starting podcasts. It's like I don't know. I'm not on no hater shit. It's just like when I see that now, it's like that shit makes me feel good,
exactly. Like
type of thing.
let's do it. Like even if like for future collaboration kind of things, like I'm open to that too. Just to
Yeah,
see. I want to see everybody win. You know what I mean? That's where I'm
yeah,
at with it. And
yeah.
honestly speaking, like the school that we went to, like just for high school, we went to Pinole Valley. Like there's been a bunch of like
Oh,
successful people like in the
all
game
the
right now. Like,
all the
that
talent came out of there.
some greatness came out of that school. So hopefully we can be a part of that too.
Yeah,
But I think we was already great even before this. Just
yeah,
being who we are. But, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of legends that came out of Pinole, and it's time to show the world another
Another
version.
another aspect. Any like comedians come out of Pinole?
Shit, not that I know of.
We might be the first two because I look at myself as a comedian. I never did like professionally, but I look at myself as like a comedian. I think we're funny dudes. So I think we
Yeah,
might be the first. Or and if there's ones that come with us or that are there, then hey, all
right.
power to them. Let's all get money. Let's all get this
Exactly.
happiness together.
Exactly. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes or not hating on nobody's shine. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody could win in this.
Yeah, and it's like we're gonna touch on, just you're gonna see us being like funny dudes, touch on comedy. We're gonna touch on movies, video games, just life, just anything you can think of, sports, all
And
of that.
shit.
We're just gonna give everybody just everything we have. It's not gonna be scripted. We're just gonna go. We're gonna freestyle it every episode. Could be every week. I don't know if we might do a couple a week. Just we'll get all the logistics down, and it's gonna be something that everybody I think is gonna enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I think it's just like this is like long overdue for both of us to find something that like both of us could like enjoy that we could actually like put out. So I
Yeah,
mean, for the longest, I remember we like scheming on hella different shit from like cards before niggas was on cards. We was already
yeah,
on like cards, shoes and shit. There's all
I think
types of different stuff. We used to
yeah,
be
man. We did so many different things. I was an original Splash Bro before Steph and Clay, so it's like we started a lot of stuff in the game.
right. We did. Like as much as like as much as like I don't want to be like cocky about it, but it's like it's true. It's true. Like we started like a lot of trends, bro. Like I could not even no bullshit. Like we was like the first dudes that was like really flipping shoes like that, like in high school. From what I remember, niggas wasn't doing shit like that.
Yeah,
Like finding old,
everybody's trying to be cool and sell drugs. We were trying to sell
yeah,
shoes.
yeah, exactly.
We're trying to paint shoes with whiteout, trying to be shoe restorers.
Real sell shoes, trading cards. Now everybody's on the trading cards and everybody's
Yeah,
selling shit. So it's like it's crazy. Like But it's cool though. It's cool. It's good to be like things take off. In another realm. You know what I'm saying? Like not bitter towards that at all. But
We're before our time.
yeah, we
Is that
were.
how the
We were
saying
way,
goes? We were before our time.
yeah, we were way before our time. We was
Yeah.
revolutionaries. You know what I mean?
Wise dudes, man. Wise dudes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grow this beard. I'm gonna grow this beard so I got extra wisdom for this podcast.
Yeah, I need that. Man, I need to let my hands go. It get too itchy though, man. I got a couple grays in there. I'm embracing them. I'm liking them grays. I'm trying to get the silver fox thing going.
My beard don't get too bad, but I grew an afro for COVID. I just cut it because that was getting too itchy. It was getting on my nerves, but I want it back.
Yeah, nah, man. For real, I had like a little fro hawk thing that was going for me. The girls was liking it, but then it get a little too itchy. I was like, nah, gotta get back wavy. Wait. But even that now, like shit, that's a whole nother conversation. Just hairstyles. You know what I mean? I'll say that for another episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah. But yeah, we just gonna talk about a lot of stuff, man. A lot of good stuff.
It's, we're gonna freestyle. It's gonna be unedited because we don't even know how to edit, so we're just gonna go with it.
Y'all take it how y'all want to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's gonna be raw and uncut.
raw and uncut, organic. This is gonna be like, man, what dude's talking about? Like, it's like it's some real shit though, and it's organic because it's like this,
Yeah.
like this
It's
how we
gonna be
talk when we just kick. You know what I mean? Like,
it's gonna be official too because we're gonna be on was it Apple Music? We'll be on Spotify. We'll be on all the streaming services.
we're gonna get it figured. We're gonna get it figured. I gotta do the monetization and all that, so we can get the fees and stuff too. But we let this one go for the F. But
Yeah. Man, it's gonna be a grind, and just so many things can come out of it. So I'm definitely I'm happy with the way it's going. It's still early, but I'm definitely happy. I'm definitely appreciative of everything. Just being able to do with you, and just
right,
being able to grind.
yeah, for real. And there's no better way than to do it with my brother. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's been, like you said, 17 years strong, and we always kind of had like a unique, like kind of bond. Like a brotherly kind of bond. That was like we was always different from everybody else. So like now
Yeah.
to like said to showcase that.
Yeah, man, and how people used to just laugh at us, laugh with us, look at us sideways. I think that's what we're gonna get, and that's what.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm cool with that because
yeah,
hey,
exactly. This shit's still going on like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but watch, man. Like once we get things up and going, and we finally get like a studio, we get like the visuals so y'all can really see us, and like really see what we about. Like, man, it's gonna be a wrap. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a wrap.
The early stages. I don't even know how this really works. I don't know. Like I don't got no social media. I've been ghost for a long time. I've been kind of just under wraps, stoop kid coop. Just kind of, just kind of in the house. I'm still gonna be in the house, but I'm gonna be doing the podcast and everything. Ain't nothing in them streets for me, man. Ain't nothing in them streets.
Yeah, for real, for real. Yeah, I didn't want to be outside no more after all this. You know what I'm saying? Like even when they open the shit back up, when this shit died down, like yeah, I'm just like life is gonna be so much different now. Like
Yeah.
after this stuff kind of passes through,
And just in life with just with all this stuff, people wearing masks, just like can't like eat at a restaurant. It's just like it's weird. Even though it's like I ain't never even liked eating at a restaurant, but when you can't do it,
right,
it's like you start feeling some type of way. Like
yeah,
it shit kind of hurts. It's like damn.
yeah, exactly. Like
You
or
start
you can't,
like you don't feel like you're free no more. It's like you're a prisoner just in life.
right, and especially like in the society kind of shit. It's like on some like 1984 kind
Yeah.
of shit, like Big Brother watching like on some real shit, and like hopefully, with this under this new like administration, like things could get like a bit more clear on that aspect. And
Yeah. I
things.
don't think it will, but that's for another episode.
That's
I
a
don't think
whole other conversation.
it's gonna be all the same to me.
A whole nother. We'll be on this thing for a whole nother hour talking about that.
Cause we're in the twilight zone. This is what we're experiencing in life right now. Just with this, what happened with this last week, it's the twilight zone. It ain't. It's a weird reality.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we're part of a reality show. On some real shit.
It's like I don't know. It's like it's supposed to be better, but I don't know. Cause it's like how can you want one man to make everything better? It's like we got 300, 400 million people in this country. Like we got to do it together.
Exactly, exactly. But
So
yeah,
I don't know. People looking at one person like they're Jesus that is going to make everything better. I don't agree with it. Hopefully it is, but I don't know. Another episode we could talk about
yeah, a whole nother episode.
it.
To break down the logistics on that, because yeah, but nah. But like I said, this COVID is kind of like a blessing in disguise too, because it's keeping motherfuckers at home for the most part
Yeah.
to do shit like this. Like if or find a hustle or find like a grind that you want to do, your passion and whatnot. Like so, I think that definitely
And
helps.
that's what I've been doing. I just been trying to, find something. I have the 9 to 5, but
Right,
what's going to be my side hustle? Because I think I kind of neglected that. I kind of just okay, I'm working a 9 to 5. I'm tired, but I think it's always good to have something on the side just to keep you occupied. Even if it's not making like a lot of money, it just keeps you occupied, keeps you moving, keeps you motivated.
it's something that you actually like too, because I know motherfuckers don't like doing their 9 to 5s like all the time. Like
Yeah,
once you found 9 to 5 of your dream, like more power to you. But even on top of that, you still got to have like another asset to your life that's like you're passionate about, and you're actually like, okay, I could put something into this, and I could see a future with this.
yeah. Just something to just give you some a release, just something that just gives you an outlet on on
Yeah,
on something else. And then it could be an outlet where you're making money, or you could be a podcast where you're just hanging out with your friends type of thing.
right, right.
So that's what I'm trying to get more into. I don't know, I just kind of lost my way. I would say I lost my way of life. Like it just kind of just got trapped into just a maze. It felt like. So I'm just trying to get out of that.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
I've just been bouncing around from job to job the last few years, and going to school, graduated from that, and then still not really like knowing what I want to do, or like not even want to really like pursue what I was trying to do at that time, just because I knew that really wasn't my passion. Uh,
yeah.
it's
And that's the hard part for a lot of people that are going to school, going to college, and everything. It's like what are you going to go to school for something that's like your passion, something you love, or you just going to school? Like sometimes people are going to school for their parents or just going to school to party. It's like that's probably one of the hardest things in school is to figure out what you want to do with school.
right, right,
Like a lot of people are smart, so are in school, they're getting good grades, but it's like, is it something you want to do in the long run?
right,
Yeah. So
right. It's true.
and
It's a deep grind. You know what I mean? Because went to school with a bunch of people that just like they go to school, they even bust their ass, they ain't got their degrees and all that, and they end up working at a job that has nothing to do with what they went to school for, and they still not happy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's like I never wanted to be that person, and that's
yeah,
probably kind of close was that. Like damn, that kind of like fear of like not being able to like be successful in the field that I was training and pursuing.
yeah.
You know.
And in my situation, my case, I didn't even graduate. I didn't even go to college. I didn't finish high school. So it's like I'm always on that constant anxiety of like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go back to school? So it's like it's always like something in the back of my mind, and we can definitely touch on things like this in other episodes of my situation, your situation, where you went to school, I didn't go to school, but it's like in the end, our minds are kind of the same way because it's like we always have that anxiety. So we can definitely touch on like the mental health aspect because it's
Yeah,
like so many people like so many people are fighting to be happy in this world, and it's
yeah,
just like people are going to school, people aren't going to school, and it's like sometimes we're turning up like maybe not the same place in life, but because I'm not going to put like I'm not going to say financially because I mean people who go to school probably are going to have a way better shot at that, but like mentally wise, I'm talking like
right,
we're always going to have anxiety in the back of our mind. Like in your case, it's like, I went to school for this, I went to school for that, but it's like, do I want to do it? In my case, I didn't go to school, but should I have went to school for this? Should I went to school for that? It's always in the back of our mind. So it's like, definitely want to touch on kind of that aspect of mental health,
yeah, yeah.
education,
Hmm.
because I'm not telling nobody to follow my path. Definitely not. But I
Oh,
would definitely touch
right.
on education, just anything in general in life. I would definitely like to touch on in this podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, man. Like that's a big one. You know, especially now, like with mental health being like such a it's like so much more like accepted now
Yeah,
in society. You know, like I noticed it like within like maybe like these past like maybe 5 6 years. You know, like it becoming more like prevalent in today's day and age. You know, and before like growing up, they'll just like suck it up and just deal with it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you don't really like have like the kind of support to kind of just be able to like express yourself and be like, man, like it's okay to feel that way. You know, it's just more so like, especially us being men. You know, like and black men at that. It's like I just suck it up and deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, it's
Don't don't tell no one your problems type of thing. And I know I'm crazy.
right,
Everybody gonna see that. They don't see I'm crazy. It's like,
right,
hey, that's the first step to getting better. You know you're crazy,
mm,
or you know your problem.
exactly, exactly. Coming to reality with it and learn
Yeah,
to to cope with it. You know, and be better. You know, and I'm not saying that people are gonna change, but
yeah.
you could always be better. You always grow.
But I don't know. I just hope like with this we can motivate people
Yeah,
just on life, just motivate with our kind of opinion, our aspect of life. Maybe we can motivate some people with this podcast.
right, right, definitely, definitely. I agree, man. I hope I could, whatever youngsters that may be listening to this, that are in that same situation like how we were back then, maybe, could like use this as like motivation or, like, hey, maybe I could start a podcast too, or, or whatever.
Yeah, and it's not always about like for these young kids growing up. It's not always about being the coolest in school or wherever or being the most popular because at the end of the day, all the people who were the coolest and the most popular, a lot of us were all at the same place in life.
Yep. Yep.
Like well, I mean, we got some talented people from Pinot Valley, but I mean, a lot of us are kind of we're all just trying to figure out life at this time.
Exactly.
So it's like don't put too much. Not saying not have fun in the moment, but I don't know, just kind of think ahead and just kind of
Yeah, exactly. Think about the long haul, don't think about
don't
that instant.
don't get don't get wrapped up too much in that image.
Right. Of fitting in or like like you said like being the most
Yeah,
popular or whatever like that shit at the end of the day like once you get in the real world like that shit don't even matter like
yeah,
who cares if you're the most popular or whatever who you are as a person and people are going to vibe with you regardless you know you just got to weed out the ones that aren't for you in life and to me that's like the biggest takeaway I could say I could take from like that transition from high school life or just like when we was in school to like the reality of shit. It's just like, man, like it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like all
yeah,
that is like your family and those that like always been there from the jump that never switched up on you.
yeah.
You know?
It's gonna be a grind, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a grind. It's definitely gonna be a grind, and I'm glad that y'all gonna be on this grind with us too. Like that's the main thing. Like,
And for the most part, we're getting a little too serious. It won't be that serious. We'll be talking shit.
oh yeah, definitely.
It'll be funny. It'll be sports. It won't be too serious. But we just wanna touch on everything.
Right. Like, this is just like a little first introduction, just to give y'all where we coming from and stuff like that, and you know, definitely see more of the personality once we get into more different topics. Like, I know, just to give y'all like maybe a sneak peek, we'll talk about LeBron James maybe in the next episode.
That's gonna be a good episode. It's gonna be a very good episode. I'm very. I'm looking forward to that episode.
Yeah, yeah. So that'll probably be one, and then we hit something else off on the next. We still got to brainstorm that, but yeah, just stay tuned with us, man. Like I said, like we've been doing this shit for a long time, but now this is like, but we're fresh in this game to be able to present our kind of conversations, our kind of like debates and arguments and shit like that, into this.
From our unique, awkward, weird viewpoint of life.
Right. Yeah.
40 minutes in, you wanna wrap this one up?
Yeah, we could wrap it up. So that's the first episode, y'all. Again, my name is Malcolm.
My name is Tristan. I don't know if I'm gonna go by Tristan. I might change my name. Sometimes I go by Coop, but
yeah,
whoever's listening, one person listens, 1,000 people listen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking us out.
Definitely, most appreciated. And just continue to follow us. Also too, got an Instagram page for Organically Awkward. Let me just double check that to make sure I get giving you all the right information.
Might have to spell it out too. I don't even know how to spell organically. I don't even know how to spell awkward, to be honest with you. I gotta Google this sometimes. Like, how do you spell awkward?
I think it's like AWQ. Some awkward words are thrown.
That organically, that's too big of a word for me.
Oh, let me see. No, this is a different page. Oh, it's on Instagram. I'm gonna try to find it real quick before we get off here. I'm not trying to mess up the recording.
Hopefully it does record. We've had bad luck where it didn't record.
No, we doing it this time. We got before that shit. Man, and if y'all could have heard us last week, I'm kind of glad this one's way better than we did last week.
Nah, the one last week was better. That didn't record.
Kind of.
That one was.
I don't know. This one's cool. So it's called Organically Awkward Podcast. So it's Organically _Awkward_ podcast on Instagram. Y'all can follow us there. I got the link in the bio that directs you straight to Spotify. You can check all this out. But yeah, just stay tuned for what we're doing, man. We're gonna be big things come finishing off this 2020 year and forward. Well, good.
It kind of cut out a little bit, but yeah, man, we're gonna be back. We're gonna do definitely one episode a week, but we'll definitely try to do more as we go. We'll try to figure out everything, but we're definitely gonna be weekly.
Yeah, definitely. So try to stay tuned on Sunday. Sundays is like the best days for both of us to knock this out. So stay tuned for Sundays, and then we'll keep y'all posted as more as we do. And again, Organically _Awkward_ podcast on Instagram. Follow us. Get them likes up. Get them followers up. And then just hit the link in the bio, man. Got that Spotify link straight there, and just stay tuned.
That's it, man. We're Spotify employees. So I look at it. I work for Spotify now.
Yeah,
so
right.
That's on the resume right now. That's on the resume. I'm a Spotify employee.
That Spotify check.
Even if they don't pay me, I'm a Spotify employee.
Like, well, I work for Spotify, bro. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up.
For sure. Peace.
All right, man.